Hi, just thought I'd give you a quick update. I didn't want to let another weekend pass without giving you guys an update on how I got on after my last video. So the last video that I posted, I was really struggling to take on the amount of food after adjusting from diet over to bulking. Didn't really have the mindset, didn't really get into the mindset of it, didn't really understand what foods I should be eating. What I've actually found through that though is I can eat quite fatty, quite satisfying foods, but as long as I'm doing the training for it, then it doesn't make any difference. I'm going to do a weigh-in tomorrow, but what I've done all through the week is I've eaten sort of clean, quite clean. I've still done meal prepping, lots of rice, bit of meat, vegetables. Been quite creative and enjoyed a couple of putting together some meals which I didn't normally put together. A few tuna things. I just threw together some steak stuff with some peppers and just really kind of like just eat real nice food. I think at the weekends I've made a real effort to really overdo the calories. I've had like some fried chicken, a fried breakfast for lunch. I had a roast dinner today. I'm making these big shakes now, which are just really calorific. You know, I can get about up to 1,000 calories in one sitting in the mornings. I found the mornings have been really key to success with the calories during the day. If you get enough calories in the morning, and especially after training, then it kind of sets you up on an advance for the day, so you can actually get those calories in. I tend to do eggs, oats, protein, peanut butter, yogurt. I've been doing some bagels or some toast, been either frying the eggs or scrambling the eggs, just putting all that in and trying to get around about 900 calories. That kind of sets you off for the day. I mean, I've only got, according to my macro split, I've got about 2,300 calories, but I've gone over that quite a few times and I haven't really felt any, I felt stronger in the gym. I mean, today I felt motivated to go there today. I mean, it's Sunday today and I only train in the week. I only train like 3 days in the week. Today, I don't know, I was eating lots of food and I felt quite lots of energy, and I thought, well, I want to use this energy rather than get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym and do legs on a Monday, which is always really, really hard work. It's always kind of like finding that energy early in the morning to do such a big body part is always very challenging, very taxing. I managed to do it today. I went at lunchtime. I had a great session. I hit a lot of personal bests. I did a few exercises I don't normally do. I upped the weight quite a few times, so I was kind of like overloading. It was good. I really enjoyed it today. I probably won't be able to walk tomorrow, but that's just part of it, I guess. I've got to watch that my weight's not going up too fast because I want to actually do a lean bulk here. I don't really want to do like a dirty bulk where I put on tons of fat, but I've got to not be scared of that. If I actually want to get bigger, I want to build some more mass, then you've got to kind of accept that you are not going to have this kind of lean look all the way through it. You've got to accept that, and I think that's the problem. Like, you want those kind of instant results, so that lean look, those six-pack, things like that. But when you're bulking, you need to get the mass first, and that's probably where I've kind of lost motivation before. Because I wasn't seeing that, or maybe I was getting a bit fat, but I just need to take it a little bit further, make sure that I actually put on that size first, and then kind of like cut back. If I'm kind of in the 70 kilo region, and I think for my height I've read that about 82 kilos is about the optimum muscle mass to fat ratio. I'm going to go for like 10% fat. I would go for 10% fat ideally, and 82 kilos in total weight. When you actually start bulking, don't be so afraid of carbs. Carbs are the one thing that is going to pull you through all of your training sessions. they're not your enemy. When you're dieting, yeah, they're definitely not your friend. But when you're trying to bulk, then carb it up. I mean, it's the only way to get things in. You know, things like toast and bagels and pasta and all this kind of stuff. Which, when you were dieting, it's kind of like they're the things you stay away from. But with this kind of diet, you've got to pack it in because you're not going to get the calories in otherwise. Oils and fats, they're your friends as well. You've got to get some of those in. I've just got to see how my body reacts. Obviously, if this 2,300 and excess that I'm putting on as well, because I'm probably doing about maybe 400, sometimes 500, 2,500. Doesn't seem like a lot, but for me, who has a very fast metabolism, it seems to be. The other thing as well, which I wanted to kind of share as well, that I feel my metabolism is slightly changing. It is kind of burning more efficiently. The training I'm doing is obviously saying I want more food. Maybe that's where I was going wrong. I was losing weight because my metabolism was kicking up. It was really going for it, and you've got to kind of react to it. You've got to kind of make those adjustments once your body tells you. So it's going very well. I wanted to give you another update on Loki. I did mention last time in the video that he'd hurt his paw. Poor little thing. So he's walking around with a lampshade on his head at the moment. I found a deep cut just inside his paw, kind of there, just up from where his pads are. It's quite a nasty one, but we're keeping it clean, bandaging it up. He's rattling around underneath my feet at the moment because he really doesn't like this collar being on, but unfortunately if it wasn't on, he would just lick the hell out of his wound and make it all unclean, and it won't heal ever. So that's it. So he's fine, but yeah, I would probably say he's in a bulking phase as well, because he hasn't been allowed to go out on proper walks. He's have to just do a bit of playing in the garden, but he's got to keep off that foot. So I can see that his weight's gone up a bit as well. So I think we're both doing a little bit of a bulking phase, but hopefully he'll be able to be back to normal next week. Yep, so that was the update. I hope you enjoyed the videos so far. I'm going to keep it updated. I'm going to plan out, but I'm learning this whole thing. I think my last video took probably about as much time as the first video, but I would probably say that the production value was a little bit higher, if I do say so myself. A little bit of editing, a little bit of music. I'm trying to make them more interesting. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will speak to you soon.